Hello Year 12, just wanted to give you a quick video tutorial just to go through some of the basics of Unifrog. So today we're going to have a look at the know-how library and some of the great resources that are on here. So this is obviously what it looks like on the desktop version. A lot of you may be using it on the app, but if you sign in on the desktop version, it works exactly the same. You just need your login details, and if you've forgotten your password, you can just select forgot password and then you're able to reset it. And then when you come in, your home page will look a little bit like this, and hopefully you would have completed a little bit more than 2% like I have. And then when you scroll down, you've got all of the kind of tools you can use on Unifrog. So we'll have a think about these ones later, but today I just wanted to draw your attention to the know-how library. So if you click Go To Tool on here, you can search for something specific if you would like to, but as a starting point, if you just browse downwards, you can have a look at all the kind of things they've got in store here. So you've got 124 guides of videos on UK universities, on US universities if you're interested in studying abroad, and similarly European universities, and then they've got many for other continents across the world as well. They've got some miscellaneous stuff and useful stuff, wellbeing, world of work, citizenship, Oxbridge, UK, college and sixth form, and so on, okay? And there's some featured guides here as well for ones that Unifrog think that may be more relevant to you at the moment. So if, for example, you might be a little bit worried about your own well-being at the moment, or worried about the well-being of somebody close to you, you may want to select the well-being one. And in here there's a great breadth of resources. So for example, if you are worried about an LGBTQ plus friend, then there's advice on there on how you can help them out. There are ideas on how to practice self-care, as you might be wanting to really take some time now to care for yourself, but may have a limited budget to do so, can't, purchase luxury items to relax at home. But there are lots of simple ways you could do it. And if, for example, we click into this one, we can just read the guide, have a little look at it, and it just gives you some simple tips here. It's got some links to some key initiatives like Couch to 5K, etc. And you can just read through them at your leisure. And it'd be really good for you to just have a little explore of all these different things on here. Some of them are reading guides, some of them have videos linked to them. They've got very specific wellbeing resources on some issues that you might be having to deal with at the moment, or you may know other people that are dealing with some of them. And you can explore through here, have a look at the resources, have a look at the advice, and then often there are links to further resources if you want to do further reading. So as you can see, there are loads and loads of different topics that are covered, and if you are struggling with your well-being at all at the moment, there's probably is a resource on here that you may find very helpful. So just have a little look through. So that's the well-being side of things. Just from an academic point of view, be good to have a little look at some of the other things. So another thing you might want to have a look, the majority of you, if you are looking to go to university, would probably be looking at UK universities. Oh, just give it a second to load up. So you've got different guides on particular subjects, like applying for music, the key things that you need to know really for that. If you're somebody that has got dyslexia and you're concerned about studying at a higher level with that dyslexia, there's a case study there where you can read about other people's experiences and explore that. And there's really useful, short clips, just videos you can watch in a few minutes on how to make the most out of things like uni fairs, and also Mythbusters about Oxbridge. If you're, weighing up at the moment whether you think Oxbridge is for you, then it may be useful to watch that and look at some of the myths that they kind of put to rest there, really. A lot of you may be starting to look at virtual open days that a lot of the universities are putting on at the moment as well. So there's a UK University Open Day checklist there. That might be quite useful because sometimes when you go to these open days, either physically in person or now in the virtual ways that they're putting on, it can be easy to just kind of turn up and listen and not really do much else. So there's a good guide in there on kind of active things that you want to be thinking about doing beforehand, and maybe some key questions that you want to ask, etc., when you're there to get the most out of that open day. And again, just loads and loads of more resources. Okay, so that's just your quick little tutorial, just because I think some of you seem to be using Unifrog excellently at the moment. We've seen really good engagement rates with some of you, and lots of you are filling in lots of the personality profiles, etc., and exploring some of the resources. But I think some of you haven't really got into it yet, and I just wanted to make you aware that there's some really useful stuff out there. And when you've got, 20 minutes to yourself set aside and you want to start thinking about these kinds of things, then there's lots to kind of start on. Okay, so just to remind you, if I go back out to my home page, it's probably a way quicker way to be doing it than I'm doing it right now. 100%. Then it's just on your home page, you scroll down, and it's the first one that's enabled for us, basically, the Know How library. Click on that, and then that's where you find all the different tools. So have a little explore, let me know how you get on. If you find anything interesting that you think may be of use to other students in the year group, then feel free to share them with your friends, or let me know and I can share out with the entire year group as well. Hope you're all well, take care and stay safe.